The first thing I wanted to get to for this particular afternoon and evening is my trailer reaction for Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which is incorporating the characters from Beast Wars, which is, that was kind of like the big Transformers show that I grew up on and watched consistently. I sporadically throughout my life, I've seen different Transformers shows and, the original 86 movie and everything. I never, had a big attachment to Transformers. A lot of those 80s cartoons, honestly. I just didn't grow up on them. I was a kid of the 90s. I was watching things like Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Batman the Animated Series, Dexter's Laboratory, Hey Arnold, stuff like that. A lot of 90s animation. So I didn't really watch a lot of 80s stuff, and so I never really had an affinity for these things. The live action Transformers films, I think the first one, honestly, the first Michael Bay movie, I think it's okay. I think it's entertaining. This is okay. I enjoyed myself, right? There's a lot to like about that film, a lot that does not work. A lot of that movie has Michael Bay's sensibilities, and I do think it's a disservice to those characters. But this is fun. And then they made the sequels, and they did, Revenge of the Fallen was just awful. That was a horrible experience in the theater. And they kept making them, and they just seemingly got worse, or they stayed just bad, right? And I feel like for a lot of people, they were very dismissive of Bumblebee. I feel like I was, too, probably at the time. I was like, why bother? But I ended up seeing that movie, and I really enjoyed it. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that film. And yes, Travis Knight, the director, who also directed one of my favorite stop-motion films, Cuba and the Two Strings, he brought a lot of E.T. in there, of course. But I don't know, he just seemed to he had the thing that a lot of people that I knew said we're missing from the Transformers films, and I was like, what is that thing? And they said heart. I'm like, heart? What the hell are you talking about? It's just robots fighting each other. But after seeing Bumblebee, I was like, I understand what the fans of the property were saying. It's like, yeah, I was missing that heart, and I really liked it. Sadly, I don't think the movie did very well. It critically, it did pretty well. Commercially, I think it did okay, but it didn't make the same amount of money as those previous films, probably because it paid for the sins of those movies, which is a shame. But they're continuing on, chat, and I don't know, a lot of the trailers that I've seen for this film, it just, I don't know, so much of it has reminded me of the Michael Bay movies. And they definitely, hey, they're adhering more to the designs of from Bumblebee and, the original cartoons and stuff, like G1, I guess it's referred to as, Generation 1, I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a lot of what I've seen, in the last trailer, it's like, this reminds me of Michael Bay. And I know he's not directing, but it seems to have his sensibilities. But hey, I hope that's not the case. I have not seen this trailer, chat. This is my first time. It'll be my earnest, honest reactions. I'll come back with my thoughts. You come back with your thoughts. We'll have a nice little conversation. So here we go. We're watching the trailer, chat. Monkey!
For centuries, our kind has stayed hidden on Earth.
How?
But darkness has found us.
You're giant animal robots.
Prime.
What's up?
This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
Oh, Unicron? Oh, okay. I'm a big butthole. 1994. That's cool. I was going to ask you this.
Back up. Oh, I thought we were boys.
You want it? Come and get it.
You brought a human here?
I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
Think you holding
This one annoys me.
This is not our war.
Optimus, we must trust each other to protect the home we all share.
Oh, is that Michelle Yeoh?
How big can this guy be?
He eats planets. So, way bigger than a planet.
In the end, everything you cared for will be consumed.
Maybe there's another way to save our home.
You've never faced anything like this.
We kind of have.
Let them come.
Classic look. Num-nums! What? Oh, scorpion. Predacons, Terrorcons, all them cons.
Yo, Noah, take the wheel.
Oh, now look at you. Now you're a transformer. Man. Again, as I said, there's just like a lot of, I'm just not a fan of, well, I just don't like the musical choices. I don't care for that all that much. That seems to definitely be a holdover from the Michael Bay movies. Remember, like in the 80s one, like, well, you know, the last one, Bumblebee. You know, they had a lot of 80s music, no doubt about it, but it kind of suited it. Like here, they're just like, I don't know. I just do not like that. Now, one thing I'll be very positive about is I like with the action scenes. They seem to definitely be carrying over from Bumblebee. Like one of my big criticisms of even the first Transformers movie, but they carried on into the sequels, and they got much worse as they went along. Like, I hated the way they shot the Transformers because it just looked like hot metal hitting hot metal. I'm like, I don't know who the hell anyone is. I thought the choreography and the CGI in those scenes were just really distracting and very bad. Here, I can tell what's going on. I can see, like, you know, they have the camera all the way back, and you can see. I can see the big, you know, Optimus Primal fighting a Scorpion. I could see Optimus Prime doing his thing. I could see Bumblebee doing his thing. So I like that. That's nice. I think that's a good choice where they've definitely kind of pulled back from just the hot metal blender that was so many of the Michael Bay movies. I don't know about that actor. I guess like he's popped up in a number of things. He was in what was that Lin-Manuel Miranda movie that was not that good? In the Heights, is that what it was? I didn't really care. I like the grandma in that movie. She was great. Everything else about that movie I didn't particularly care for. And I thought he was just kind of just there. I don't know. We'll see, chat. I'm kind of mixed. You know, it feels like they're combining things from Bumblebee and the Michael Bay movies. So I don't know. But as of right now, I can't exactly say I'm very excited for it. But hey, that's just my thoughts. I hope the movie is good. I hope the human characters aren't just annoying. Hope they have like a charm, like, you know, Haley Steinfeld. Because Haley Steinfeld, I think, had a charm, and I liked her chemistry with Bumblebee and the other characters in that movie. But we'll find out, chat. It's just my opinion. What about you guys? How do you feel about Transformers: Rise of the Beasts? Let me know. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and I wanted to take the time to tell you about the movie of the week, a film that I really enjoy and one that I think you will too. This week's movie is the John Wick trilogy. Just in time for the release of John Wick Chapter 4, the trilogy stars Keanu Reeves and follows a legendary hitman who is forced out of retirement to seek revenge against the men who killed his dog, a final gift from his recently deceased wife. If anyone is interested in purchasing this fantastic film series, please make use of the Amazon affiliate link below in the video description. Your purchase of the film not only earns me a helpful commission, but any purchase you may make after clicking the link itself for 24 hours would help earn me additional commissions as well. Doesn't matter if it's a Blu-ray, a video game, a pair of socks, or a washing machine. Everything within 24 hours of that click can really help the channel. So go ahead and check out the film, enjoy browsing, and enjoy shopping.